Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see, we are once again back on F1 Clash, and this time it is going to be the qualifying round of the first Grand Prix event of this season. We're playing the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, or by other words, Imola. It is going to be around Imola, and for this one, we're actually using Max Verstappen and Pierre Gasly. Currently using my strongest car, and both of these drivers are my best so far. We are running a 925 team score. This is definitely going to be tough, but like as usual, I always try to test myself and to try and make it to the finals without even having a chance to do that. Last season, I remember I qualified multiple times for the final round in Champs using a fast pit stop time setup, which was actually sick. So first two races, we actually scored 11 points, and don't be happy with qualifying in the front of the grid using a common driver in series. Grand Prix event are still the same. You will qualify every single time in the bottom four, and the only difference is that whether you face a stronger or a weaker driver. No matter what you do, you will only be able to, let's say, score a very low amount of points. We are this time facing a weaker driver. Of course, we do have epic Max Verstappen. So I believe just the same as the first two races, we will qualify in P21 and P24. The only thing you can hope is that your driver gets a decent start. He can, let's say, pick up a couple of positions, but eventually you will see you will lose every single spot you gained easily. So our only hope around Zandvoort is to go for a one-stop strategy, go for the undercut. It is 7 laps, so 3-4 with both of my drivers will be my strategy. Boosts is a must, and at the end of the video I'm going to answer a question that is it worth it, or do I recommend going for Champs? So from what you're about to see, you might decide to go for it, but as well you might decide to let's just go for Challenger. Let's just go for contenders this week. We can try after unlocking Series 12, but at the end of the day, you need Series 12 drivers, 2 Series 12 drivers with at least a level of 3, maybe 4. Lower than this, there's no hope for scoring points. You can see here, I am trying to, let's say, maintain a decent amount of ERS, but just to be able to keep up with our rival, I definitely need to overtake him before the end of lap 3. So he just wasted all of his ERS, and the thing is, you have to always make sure that you don't lose that spot to your rival, whether it is in Grand Prix events or in series, simply because he will be on regular driving, trying to recapture that amount of ERS he just lost, and you will be forced to start wasting your ERS to be able to overtake him, which is something that you don't actually face when you're playing against someone with experience, someone who is good at the game, someone who knows what he's doing. So wasting all of your ERS is just something, I'm not gonna say stupid, but it is not the best decision you can ever make. So we actually overtook the rival here at the end of lap 3. We are going to pit with both of our drivers. Our Max Verstappen got stuck a little bit, so I lost around 2 seconds here, which could have been enough for us to be able to get in and out before Gasly enters the pit, but it is fine. For some reason, my rival here, he went for a new set of softs with his Hulkenberg. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Probably going for 3-2-2, maybe. That could work for him. He's going for a faster strategy, let's say. But I'm only aiming to score points here. So a one-stop strategy will definitely give you the slowest or the slower strategy, yes. But at the same time, it is going to gain you some points, let's say. Only some points. And you're about to see in a second how strong the AI is. So you can lose the spot so easily. Like there's no way you will be defending this. At this point, I'm just gonna, let's say, save some ERS. Our rival has to pit again 100%. I'm not sure what he did over here. So he can boost whatever he wants. Like, he's not going anywhere. He has to pit again. But my opponent here is not the rival. It is AI cars. We are currently in 21st and 23rd place. No other AI car is going to pit. I think we are going to finish in 21st and 22nd in this race. There's no way we're scoring more points. Like, at this stage, especially during this first week, 7 points per race is going to be enough for you to qualify for the opening round. It is going to be more than enough. If you can finish 21st, 22nd every single race, like if you can win against your rival or like finish in front of him with both drivers, it should be enough. As I said, my rival has no idea what he's doing here. He's just boosting all the time, boosting and boosting. He has no ERS. You can see with Gasly, I have a lot of ERS to play with. But yeah, we did finish in 21st, 22nd, 7 points. This is actually decent. Like, we got 7 points in our first race, 4 points in our second race around Silverstone. That was a very bad race. The strategy was good, but I faced a guy with more than 1k team score. So we're done with this one. Let's move to the fourth race. So we're on Imola again. This time we do have like 46% probably. I'm not really sure of having a wet race. We do get a dry qualifying session. Like after the start of this season, wet weather ability is no more. So all you can pray for is to have, let's say, a mixed weather race with the favor, like with the odds playing in your favor. This is the right sentence. What I'm hoping for is that the AI cars go to pit and then it starts raining. And this is the only chance I do have to pick up some positions. In champs, with facing all of these, let's say, maxed level AIs, your only hope is that there is a safety car and there is a mixed weather race. Otherwise, you won't be able to pick up any position. My rival started on the soft compound. And by the way, this is the same rival, and he is about to waste all of his ERS again, trying to pick up these positions. Like around some turns, right, we do get a safety car. This is actually good. So now I can go for 4 laps with both of my drivers. I am going to stack them again because we do have 1 minute 50. And then hopefully after that, we do get a chance to go on wet tires and from there start to pick up some positions. But My car is too weak comparing to these AI cars and my drivers as well. Imagine like level 1 Max Verstappen is not gonna do anything against a maxed level, let's say Guan Yu Zhou at this stage. We do have the lead over our rival. I definitely need the coins at this stage. I have a lot of upgrades to do, but I am only upgrading what I need simply because I don't want to run out of coins. And epic upgrades, they are pretty much expensive, starting, let's say, level 3, level 4. We're talking here Series 11 and Series 12 drivers. And first we need to get them or unlock them before even thinking about all of these upgrades. One more point I need to talk about as well. In my last video, I did say that weak driver, strong driver is working. It is, trust me, it is working. And the higher you go in series, the easier it gets, and the more wins you will be able to get. But there is only one thing. There is a small update on that technique or that, let's say, loadout. Instead of using your strongest driver, try to use a medium driver. I will be making another video about it. I am currently in Series 7, and the thing is, using a medium driver instead of your strongest driver will give you the upper hand, whether it is qualifying session, whether it is the race itself, because using Max is only gonna add a lot of team score to your roster, and you will start facing someone who is very strong. So just go for medium weak driver, and when it comes to your car, don't use your strongest car. Don't use what do we call them? The stock part. Don't use stock parts. I am using 2 level 1 commons as parts, but I am using some very strong parts on the other hand. I do have not the best car, it is a decent car, and I am using Guan Yu Zhou and Sargent. So here's the good thing. You are sacrificing in your qualifying session, that is true, but still with this sacrifice, you are still able to get the upper hand because Guan Yu Zhou is always going to qualify ahead of your rival. And worst case scenario, let's say you faced someone who has epic Max Verstappen. He is going to qualify in the top 5. You will qualify in, let's say, P14 and Sargent in P24, but he doesn't have a car. He has the worst car possible because he is forced to use stock parts to maintain a very low team score while he's using Max Verstappen. So don't worry about that. You will definitely win as well. I remember I did face a guy with epic Max Verstappen. He qualified in P5 and in P15, I believe, but he had a max or a full stock parts car, and I ended up beating him by like 12, 14 points. I'm not really sure about the exact score, but yeah. So moving on back to our race, actually the odds played in our favor. I will be going for a one-stop, or I am going for a one-stop, 4 laps on mediums, and then 4 laps on the wet tires, and the whole field actually is on dry tires. So we are picking up decent positions. Of course, Max is still struggling. He is still struggling, but at least we are picking up positions. We are scoring some points, and hopefully we do end up scoring like 15 points. It's going to be huge for us. You can see Our rival is again out of ERS, so I am going to overtake him in a second. I have a lot of ERS. We are in our final lap. As I said, this guy has no idea what he's doing, so we do end up in picking up one spot, 2, 3. Can we pick up Guan Yu Zhou here? Alright, we are in P14 with Max. We're running out of tires. We're gonna lose some positions, 100%. Alright, so we did lose two spots. We finished in P16 with Max, P18 with Pierre Gasly, which is absolutely amazing. And we end up scoring 16 points, which should bring, I believe, our total amount to, let's say, 14 plus 4, 18 plus 16, like 34 points, maybe. And you can see the whole field, most of the AI cars did go for a one-stop strategy. And like this season, we are hoping for a mixed weather race. This is the only option for us now to be able to score some points. Later on, of course, it doesn't matter. We will have strong drivers, strong car, but we do end up in P6 with 34 points. We are safe 100%. We did make it to the finals, or to the opening round, sorry. But my answer is, it's not worth it going for champs early in the season. You're going to be wasting your coins. You're going to be wasting your boosts. We actually do have someone from Unofficial, and we do have a friend from Morgan F1 team. Yeah, this is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, just don't go for champs during this first week unless you are ready to suffer. So until tomorrow or the next video, stay safe, take care, and have a good day, guys. Peace.